Notice what Paul says in verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself up for her. The first thing I want you to see in this verse, men, is that the Christian husband is known as much or more by his doing than his saying. Too many Christian men want to talk about love. Let's see the love. It's easy to talk it. It's easy to say it. Let's see it. Notice, Jesus was such a head to his church that he loved the church, and his love was made known not so much by what he said, but what he did. Paul said Christ loved the church and gave. He loved and gave. He loved and gave. It was his actions that showed he loved the church. Second, notice with me in this verse that the model of love that Paul expressed was not how Jesus presently loves the church, but how he loved the church in the past. This is key. He doesn't say how Christ loves the church. He said how Christ loved the church. How did Christ love the church in the past? He died for the church. Don't miss this. What he's talking about in the husband is a love that takes the husband to the cross to die. Christ died as the leader of the church. Loving and leading go hand in hand with being a Christian husband. Just because I love my church, love my wife, doesn't mean I don't lead my wife. Loving and leading go hand in hand. The love of Jesus was a concrete love. It was quantifiable. Therefore, for the Christian husband, his love for his wife should be quantifiable. It should be concrete. She should be able to see that he loves her. Further, Christ's love, as I said, was sacrificial in nature. Don't miss this one. How much did Christ love the church? Enough to sacrifice for the church. Men, do you sacrifice for your wife? How did Christ sacrifice for his wife? The church. Well, listen to this. Christ's love for the church, don't miss this one. Christ's love for the church was metamorphic. What do I mean by that? It caused Christ to change. He wasn't always a man. He became a man. Why did he become a man? He became a man for the benefit of the church. Keep it in the back of your mind. Christ's love was also mortifying. What do I mean by that? Christ put aside his will for the best of the church, his wife. This is how a Christian man loves a woman. When Christ takes over a man's life, that man leads his wife by loving his wife. He doesn't lord his authority over her, but he serves her as Christ served the church. And the Christian husband treats his wife with the utmost respect and honor. The Christian husband is sacrificial in his love towards his wife. It causes him to adapt to his wife. Men, do you adapt to your wife? That's what Christ did. Christ adapted to the church. He became a man for the church's benefit. Christ's love was mortifying. It caused Christ to mortify himself. And the Christian husband mortifies himself. He puts his needs to the side and he does what's best to meet his wife's needs. This is a Christian man who loves a woman. It causes him to identify with her. It causes him to put aside for her benefit. Is that how you love your wife? But Paul's just getting warmed up.